Hey, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Sunday, the 3rd of July. So it doesn't seem just at the moment we're in a settled period of weather where you look at the weather on one day to try and work out what's going to happen the next day, because this chart looks completely different to the one I looked at yesterday for today. We're now sort of in a slightly more northwesterly upper airflow, but this little weak frontal system certainly wasn't painted on the chart yesterday. So slight fly in the ointment, but it is a very weak feature, and I think it barely shows up as cloud at the moment, but might trigger a few showers. High pressure just nudging out here. And hopefully that might sort of start to have some influence to sort of stabilize the weather patterns over the next few days. Give us some sort of consistent weather. Isobars fairly well spaced apart, so the winds are not strong. And you can see change of direction where we've had the last 4 or 5 days of southwesterlies. Now we're into more of a westerly, northwesterly flow. Farnborough, 277 knots. So yeah, 7 to 10 knots on the ground, I think. And they're showing scattered at 2,500 feet. Well, various forecasts I've looked at show it anywhere between about 2.5 and 3.5 to 4. But they are showing, as you can see here, tempo, which is just isolated, 8,000 meters rain. So showers occasionally during the day, very isolated ones. And some forecast models are showing those, some are not. Gatwick giving the same sort of thing, but their wind directions slightly more southwesterly. Heathrow, the same, 265 knots. They're showing scattered at 4.5. And I think actually towards the north, cloud base will be certainly higher. Upper winds, more west-northwesterly directions, that centre of the country, 300 degrees, 10 knots. So not strong, but a more of a northwesterly flow. The sap pick, I think this is that sort of very weak frontal system is lying across Wales, just with some cloud. There's clouds spilling in and around here, with a general westerly flow by the looks of this. It's coming and going. Looking out the window, yeah, there's sort of odd layers of cloud around. Just a few showers, and they're drifting off Wales at the moment, but nothing in our area here and out towards Oxford and East Anglia. So hopefully it'll stay that way for most of the day, and I think you, by the looks of it, be unlucky to catch a shower. Temperature-wise, BBC weather station suggesting 20-21 degrees, and I think that's about right for the area around here. For most of the day, a little bit cooler up north, beyond Birmingham. And dew points, yeah, 9s, probably 8s and 9s, hopefully, in this area here. The dew points currently, as they sit, are a little bit higher, up through the Cotswolds and in towards Birmingham. I think that will be the case of perhaps lower cloud bases there during the day. So the soundings, 12 o'clock local sounding shows quite a lot of cloud in here, and a bit of an inversion. It would actually be nice to have a proper sounding today to see what this inversion actually sits like, but it looks like it could cause bits of spread out. So cloud base is about 3.5 to 4 in places. Cloud tops 7,000 feet with spread out, unfortunately. That's around Lasham. And then looking further north, a little bit less of an inversion by the looks of it. Cloud base about 3,000 feet, tops about 5 to 6. So I think slightly less chance of spread out further north. Top meteo showing the spread out. soarable probably fairly early at Lasham, 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then cloud amounts, 4 to 6, 8, 7 eighths at times. Remains fairly constant up into the Midlands and Oxford. Cambridgeshire looks nice all day. So if you can get around the corner, Cambridgeshire is obviously the place to go. But as I say, the spread out comes and goes really. That's sort of 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it should be soarable, certainly all day off and on, with areas of spread out, dead areas at times. But fortunately, a reasonably high cloud base, so they're looking at thermal heights by sort of 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, going up to 3,000 feet around Lasham, and into Cambridgeshire about the same. They're showing this duff patch here across the Cotswolds. Could just be an area of damp air, but by the afternoon, 2 o'clock, 1,500 meters, so 4,000 feet or thereabouts. And the same for most of the afternoon, really, in the area here. So their suggested distance is here, from Lasham up round the corner into Cambridgeshire. Looking at SkySight, it's a different sort of picture, really. That's their potential flight distance in the afternoon. Lasham's here. They're showing it pretty reasonably in Cambridgeshire and down into Kent, but a duff bit in the centre of the country here. And when you look at this, they're actually showing showers. That's why they're showing isolated showers in various areas. So slightly contrasting forecasts, really. I think this could be the potential for showers in here to cut the soaring opportunities, but you can only sort of see what it develops into. Okay, so nice flying day, certainly reasonable for club flying and club instructing local soaring and cross-country flying if you can get away and out to the north and into East Anglia. I spent about 15 minutes doing the weather forecast and about 25 minutes looking at the NOTAMs and airspace, just to make sure we've got everything right for today, because there's an awful lot going on. Obviously local, excuse me, local to us, not really a lot going on. There's just sort of something on the Isle of Wight fly pasts and Middle Wallop. You've got gliding activity. All of these are just hang gliding, paragliding, fly pasts. And out here, the reds are displaying at Swansea today. Ignore number 32. It's just an amendment to an AIC. The important ones are Silverstone and Old Warden. So Old Warden first, it's active all day. They've got their one Sunday a month, restricted airspace. It's 3 nautical miles up to 3,500 feet above sea level, and it's all day. So you don't want to fly under there, but it's that sort of pins it up against the top of the airspace in here, around the Henlow area. And Silverstone. So it's Grand Prix day today. There's 2 things going on. The first one is the Silverstone helicopter airspace, which is active all day, 9 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock tonight. And it's surface at 2,500 feet. It's so the helicopters can shuffle back and forwards between Silverstone and Turweston, and I suspect it'll be really, really busy on race day. And then the second one is the Red Arrows display, 6 nautical mile radius, surface to 8,500 feet. It's the full display area, and the timings are 14:10 to 14:55 local time. They obviously their display only lasts 15 to 20 minutes at the most, but they've got a margin around that for the restricted airspace. So that's the airspace for today. Operationally, it looks like it'll be runway 27, normal operation on the south side. Launching from the runway. If anybody's forming a grid, then great. Sure, we'll launch that. As you can probably see, I'm sat in my kitchen. I'm on a day off, so is Jordan. So Merv Saunders is running the airfield today. And he'll sort you all out and get you launched, and hopefully have a good day and enjoy the soaring.